Investigators revealed new evidence in the case against 26-year-old Luigi Mangione, who has been charged with the murder of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Police say fingerprints found near the scene where Thompson was fatally shot match those on the gun found on Mangione when he was arrested, linking him to other key pieces of evidence.
We were able to match that gun to the 3 shell casings that we found in Midtown. We were also able at our crime lab to match the person of interest's fingerprints with fingerprints that we found on both the water bottle and the Kind bar near the scene of the homicide.
In addition to the prints and a 3-page manifesto found on Mangione's person at the time of his arrest, sources familiar with the investigation say Mangione also had a notebook that contains even more incriminating evidence. Mangione has been denied bail and is resisting extradition attempts to get him from Pennsylvania to New York to face trial.
NBC News correspondent Valerie Castro joins us now from Huntington, Pennsylvania, with more on this. Valerie, good morning. So between the fingerprints and the notebook, we know the evidence against Mangione does appear to be mounting. What more can you tell us about what the investigation is uncovering?
Joe and Savannah, good morning. Those fingerprints certainly seem to be a key piece of evidence in this case at the time. The NYPD commissioner mentioning fingerprints found on a water bottle and a Kind bar wrapper. If you'll remember last week, the NYPD put out surveillance photos of the person of interest they were looking for in this case. Those photos were taken from a Starbucks near the scene of the shooting, the morning of the shooting. And police indicated that that's where the suspect or a person of interest had purchased a water bottle as well as Kind bars. Again, yesterday, police now announcing that Mangione's fingerprints were recovered from that water bottle and those protein bars. Police sources also saying that Mangione was found to be carrying a notebook at the time of his arrest with various writings. A quote from that notebook reading, "What do? You whack the CEO at the annual parasitic bean counter convention. It's targeted, precise, and it doesn't risk innocence." Other writings seeming to indicate that the person who is planning the shooting chose to use a gun rather than a bomb so as to not risk endangering innocent people. Joe?
Valerie, we have more information also from his digital footprint. There's this now deleted Reddit account that belonged to Mangione. It featured multiple posts about his chronic back pain. We're learning more about that. Also about his social media generally. How is all that impacting the investigation?
Savannah, that Reddit post also seemed to indicate that Mangione had some sort of back surgery earlier this year. And in speaking to those who encountered Mangione over the last several months, they also indicated that he complained about suffering from this chronic back condition, this chronic back pain. There is a prominent photo on his X account showing an X-ray image of a back. It's unclear if that is an X-ray of Mangione's back, but it does appear to show some extensive back surgery. That Reddit post, he also mentioned suffering chronically from that condition and wrote extensively about the problems that a young person could potentially face in trying to get surgery for something like that, finding a surgeon able to perform that surgery on someone so young, something that he certainly complained of.
Valerie, Mangione's attorney has remained adamant his client's going to fight extradition to New York, where he would face murder and other charges. What else are we hearing from his defense right now? And just remind us, legally in this case, what are the next steps?
Yeah, at this point, his attorney has indicated they will continue to fight that extradition. That process could take up to 30 days. New York Governor Kathy Hochul, however, has indicated that she is seeking a governor's warrant. She says she is working with authorities in New York as well as the governor here in Pennsylvania to secure that. So it'll remain to be seen whether the extradition process will play out over those full 30 days or if he could be brought to New York any sooner than that.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.